Yeah, it's real. Okay,
McKenzie, just what were you thinking just playing in a game like this? You saw the atmosphere, the lead changes, the way the game ended. Just what are your initial thoughts on being in this atmosphere?
That was probably the most fun I've had playing football, in all honesty. A lot of highs, a lot of lows. Packed stadium, sold out crowd. Played against a great team and we came out victorious. Couldn't write it up any better way. So it was a lot of fun out there.
McKenzie, your head coach was in here and called you one of the best players in college football and said you deserve some Heisman consideration. Do you agree with that?
I mean, that's really not up to me, in all honesty. All I can do is my job and give my team the best opportunity to win games, and that's what I've been doing. And I always say there's no individual success without team success. So if we were 9-2, if we were 10-1, that wouldn't be a possibility. So I'm just grateful for these guys, the way they played week in and week out, the way they come to practice, the way they attack, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this team.
When you see Quentin Flowers throwing 83-yard bombs down the field, does it push you a little bit more when you're out there to want to return one big play for another big play?
No, not necessarily. You can't try and press in a game like this. You just have to take what the defense gives you and stuff like that. Q is a heck of a player, man. He's a God-given talent, and he's been making plays like that since he's been at USF. So he kept our defense on their heels all night long, and thankfully Mike Hughes busted up that kickoff return at the end of the game. That was a special play, and there's just a bunch of guys stepped up big in crunch time today, and I'm just very grateful.
What were you doing? What was your reaction when Mike took that kickoff return?
I think my heart skipped 4 beats. I thought we were gonna have the chance to go down and do a 2-minute drill, and he just took the game out of our hands. And I don't want to say I'm happy, but I'm really happy he did that. No, that was tremendous. He's been doing that all year for us, making plays in special teams, defense. He's a blessing to have on our team.
What was your immediate reaction? I mean, you threw the ball down to Snelson for that big touchdown, put you guys back on top. What did that feel like? What did you see from your perception?
On that touchdown to Snelson, we actually ran the same play earlier that he scored on. It's just a little fake mid zone, get outside the pocket, and if you got a clean edge at the end, doesn't rush upfield, then you can see if you got your guys dragging deep and there's nobody around them. And Snells has a knack for getting open and making plays, so that's what happened.
What was your reaction to that? I mean, to seeing you score and put you guys back up top?
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of highs and lows in the game. It's just very exciting. Like I said, it was just a lot of fun, and just living in the moment out there is a fun time for sure.
McKenzie, everything was working in the first quarter. Then Coach said they went to a defense that you guys really hadn't worked against. What was the halftime like? I mean, how much were you guys trying to cram in to make those adjustments to make something happen in the second half?
What we kind of just expressed during the half is just stay patient, just because we know we'll make plays eventually. We might get stopped for no yards, might get 2 yards, and then might get a 40-yard touchdown. USF's a good team, and they put a lot of guys in the box. They play man coverage, and then sometimes they play a little zone. But they got athletes all over the place, just like us. So nothing came easy tonight for sure, and they made a lot of plays, but so did we.
How good do you think you guys are compared to some of the best teams in the country?
I mean, I said this before. I said I think we can play with anybody in the country. We do play in the American Conference, so obviously strength of schedule and stuff like that. But I put us up against anybody, in all honesty, and because I think we match up with a lot of teams very, very good. But it is what it is, and we can only control what we can control. So we just gotta get ready for Memphis, and they're a very good ball club too. So they're one of the best teams in the country, in my opinion. So it's gonna be fun to play them again.
What would your reaction have been when you signed with UCF? If somebody told you lead them to 11-0 season, your second season?
Could you repeat that?
What would your reaction have been when you signed with UCF if somebody told you this is what a program would be after 2 years?
I don't think I would have been surprised. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff you dream about. You wanna get to that point, and I'm very grateful that we're here. It's the kind of stuff you think about as a kid, playing on a top 25 team in the country, going undefeated and stuff like that. And it's the thing, and we've talked about this since the spring. We've seen the potential in our team. We've seen that we're capable of doing this, and just speaking that into existence and it coming into fruition. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing what this team has done all year, and excited to play these last 2 with these guys.
Sold
One
out
more.
crowd for you. Is this kind of what you picture when you signed there?
Say again?
Sold out crowd tonight. Is this kind of what you picture when you signed there?
I think that's what you picture about college football. It's never fun when it's half empty, but that was amazing tonight. Night Nation really came out, and that was, like I said, that was the most fun I had playing football, and we're grateful to get this one for them.
All right, McKenzie, thank you.
Thank you.